Hi dear friends and subscribers, welcome to this edition of Cricket Happenings today. And in this part of the Cricket Happenings show, we are going to look at what is the cricket news that is making the headlines today. Well, so basically we are going to look at the cricket news because there are no matches happening today. Neither there is any ICC T20 qualifying matches which is being played. Yesterday I said Afghanistan and Ireland have already confirmed their places for the T20 World Cup here in Bangladesh, it leaves me to do some cricket news today. Now, as far as cricket news is concerned, there is some very important news which is coming up. That is coming up after the first Test match between Australia and England ended, with Australia actually winning the Ashes Test match. In fact, they're going 1-0 in the series. Now, there was a question mark about Jonathan Trott, whether he's capable of actually handling the short ball, because short ball was the one actually which brought his downfall. But well, we are not talking about Jonathan Trott's technique or something. And there were also some words said with David Warner probably making a few statements which was not taken very well by Alistair Cook, the English captain, saying that he needs to really behave himself. Well, one thing that I would like to say, the reason that I'm talking about Jonathan Trott of England today is that the news that is coming in is not good news for England. And Jonathan Trott is out of the Ashes Test series. He has not been dropped. He is going back to England and he won't be taking any part in the remainder of the Ashes Test series. Very unfortunate. He's going because of stress illness, because he has been stressed out. In the past, there have been two cricketers from England who actually met with the same fate, whereby they due to stress related illnesses they had to go back home. That once happened when Marcus Trescothick had come to India midway of the Indian tour, Marcus Trescothick left. That is one instant. And then we also had one more instance when Michael Yardley, the all-rounder, also left due to stress illness. I think it was against the Tour of West Indies. I'm not really sure about that. But as far as Jonathan Trott is concerned, Jonathan Trott is out because of stress illness. Now, well, one does not know. They say that he has been dealing with this problem for quite some time, and now it seems that he can no longer take it, and pretty much the selectors are all aware about it. But if probably one is tended to think that probably Jonathan Trott is not really making his mark here, and he failed in the first two Test matches, and this is sort of an excuse, one really can't subscribe to that. The reason being there are no replacements being sought by England for Jonathan Trott, so that one really gets the feeling that whatever news is coming out is pretty genuine. Well, I never thought like that, but probably some of the persons who are following cricket might be thinking that probably Jonathan Trott wants to leave the scene, and probably the selectors don't want to drop him, and that's the precise reason this is happening. So, well, it doesn't have any meaning. The reason being that England are not seeking out any replacements for Jonathan Trott as of now. Well, anyways, if that is really the case, that stress illness is something which is bothering him, yes, definitely he needs to take a break from cricket, get himself absolutely recharged and come back. And one only hopes that happens for the good of Jonathan Trott. And Jonathan Trott has been struggling. If you look at his career graph, the 2013 year has not been so good for him compared to 2013. 2013 he was absolutely a master. But well, one thing is pretty sure, that Jonathan Trott is a very talented batsman. He's 32 years of age right now, and well, I wouldn't be one knows for a fact that even though at 32 it's not so easy to really be there, but history says that yes, with the amount of cricket being played, probably now 35 should be the age at which cricketers might be probably retiring because of the stress of their hand. I'm sure Jonathan Trott is going to do lots of physical stuff, in the sense physical fitness. He's going to concentrate on that, and he's going to be raring to go, and he's going to be up fit and raring to go. Well, one only hopes that Jonathan Trott once again comes back to the Indian team. As you know, the England team has a lot of competition. There's a lot of healthy competition which is going on nowadays. Well, from here, the focus shifts on to India. The reason we are shifting the focus to India is because India is going to undergo a tour of South Africa, which is starting with the first Monday International at the Wanderers in Johannesburg on 5th of December. Once the West Indies tour ends, India's next assignment is in South Africa, and that could be an extremely tough assignment considering that it is going to be South African pitches with lots of pace and bounce, and it was pretty interesting to see what is the selection which was coming up, and one was only hoping that due to even though Mohammad Shami, Bhuvaneshwar Kumar have been doing their job, they have been doing a pretty good job. One was tempted to feel at least against South Africa, India needs some real experienced bowlers as far as the pace department is concerned. And one name that readily comes to mind for everybody is Zaheer Khan. The reason I'm talking about Zaheer Khan today is that I am very happy that Zaheer Khan, who did a very good round in the Ranji Trophy matches, where he impressed the selectors playing for Bombay, with also taking a 5-wicket haul, and also picking up 13 wickets in 3 Ranji Trophy games. And he's the most experienced bowler for India as far as the pace department is concerned. And what a healthy sign that is for India. Zaheer Khan has made it back into the Indian team finally. So I'm very happy for Zaheer Khan because Zaheer Khan, as said, is a very experienced person. He can swing the ball, and India at once upon a time he was the main strike bowler for India, who always used to provide the breakthroughs, and he can also swing the old ball. And definitely they have the likes of Mohammad Shami, who on the recent trip of Australia, recently when Australia and West Indies were currently in India, he has been proving to be a very good bowler. Bhuvaneshwar Kumar is a tremendous new ball bowler who swings the ball both ways. Mohammad Shami could be a very important cog in the wheel for India for when India take on South Africa on those pacey and bouncy pitches. And then let's talk about the pace attack, since we have started with Zaheer Khan. Now Zaheer Khan is there along with Bhuvaneshwar Kumar and the young guys, Mohammad Shami. We have Ishant Sharma, who didn't leak a lot of runs against Australia, but he has definitely found his place in both the test and the one-day squads. In fact, Zaheer Khan does not find a place in the one-day international squad, but he has definitely been given a chance in the test matches, which is very good. I think that's a very good move. And also they have the likes of the other pace attack. As you know, pace attack is something which is very important in South Africa because of the pacey and bouncy pitches there. So they have Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, they have Umesh Yadav, who is in the team, and then they have Mohammad Shami, they have Zaheer Khan, and they also have Ishant Sharma. I think Ishant Sharma is also a good choice, considering the fact that you're going to be bowling on pacey and bouncy pitches, and one would really know that Ishant Sharma, the first time that he made his debut, that was against Australia on the bouncy pitches, and gave the former now retired player, the former great player Ricky Ponting, harrowing time at the crease. Now Ishant Sharma is capable of that. If he can hit his straps, that would be good to see, because you'll have 2 experienced blokes handling the new ball. But definitely I'm sure Mahendra Singh Dhoni would be handing the new ball over to Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, because he's a perfect new ball bowler. So that is as far as the pace attack is concerned. Now let's look at the spinners that India have in their possession. They have Ravichandran Ashwin. So it's the same pair of Ravichandran Ashwin and Pragyan Ojha who are back into the Indian. In fact, they already make their presence felt. Pragyan Ojha has taken a 5-wicket haul. Ravichandran Ashwin is doing a very good turn with both bat and ball. So Ravichandran Ashwin can be classified an all-rounder now, with 2 centuries under his belt in test matches. And Pragyan Ojha, also a wonderful bowler, a perfect left-arm spinner, the best left-arm spinner in the land according to me right now in India. So I think that is a good choice. Now let's look at the batting. Batting, well, everyone selects themselves. The only thing that I would like to speak about, there are 2 inclusions, 2 new inclusions in the batting arena. And as far as all-rounders go, also I would like to mention Ravindra Jadeja, who has made it back into the test matches after a long time. So Ravichandran Ashwin and Ravindra Jadeja and Pragyan Ojha would be in the spin department. Batting, Mahendra Singh Dhoni, the captain, wicketkeeper, would be leading the team. Murli Vijay, just talking about the openers. Now Murli Vijay, they have Murli Vijay and Shikhar Dhawan as the openers. Now one was tempted to feel, and also they've got one more opener, who could be used as an opener, who actually played in England, as you know, and he's Ajinkya Rahane. So Ajinkya Rahane gets an opportunity. Now Ajinkya Rahane, I think that's Ajinkya Rahane has been scoring, had scored tons of runs in the IPL 2013, but this is going to be a different ball game. But he has been inducted in both the Test and the One Day squad, and I think that's a good move. So Ajinkya Rahane has been amongst the runs, so he gets an opportunity. The only thing that probably one was thinking that probably Gautam Gambhir will get the nod, but Gautam Gambhir, even though he scored a century in the last match, he still has not been considered. Probably due to the reason that India, as far as openers are concerned, are really blessed because they have Murli Vijay, Shikhar Dhawan, and then Rohit Sharma can also open at times, and Ajinkya Rahane himself is a good opener. And then they have Cheteshwar Pujara, who is a perfect in a very short span of time has amassed a lot of runs in Test matches. Now, what to talk about Virat Kohli? Virat Kohli is someone who is going to be the successor to Dhoni for sure in the future, and Rohit Sharma, who is in some pink form right now, along with Virat Kohli. And as far as Gautam Gambhir is concerned, probably selectors might have been tempted to feel that they have lots of openers, so it's not really worth trying Gautam Gambhir. So Gautam Gambhir misses out, and the other person to miss out is they don't have. Virendra Sehwag and Harbhajan Singh, it's curtains. There's no Yuvraj Singh or Suresh Raina, as we all know, in the Test squad, but they have been given an opportunity in the One-Day international squad. But as far as Test squad is concerned, there's no chance. Harbhajan Singh has not been considered. As you know, Virendra Sehwag has also not been considered. And as you would remember, that both these players, Harbhajan Singh and Sehwag, who are not considered, probably they were not in the eyes of the Indian selectors at all, because the reason being they were not even handed any central contracts this time. So it's not a real surprise that Sehwag and Harbhajan Singh find themselves out of the team, and it probably one gets the feeling that probably the career is coming to an end as far as international cricket is concerned for Zaheer Khan, for Virendra Sehwag and Harbhajan Singh. From what one has seen, that they have not been handed the central contracts by the Indian cricket Indian Board of Control for Cricket in India. Now, the other inclusion that I would like to talk about is Ambati Rayudu. Now, Ambati Rayudu is a very, very good batsman. We have not seen him. He has been given an opportunity in one-day matches. Yes, he has also been given an opportunity. He definitely played against Zimbabwe. But what is good is that this is going to be a real litmus test for Ambati Rayudu. He has been also taken into this squad that has been selected. As you know, there are going to be, as far as the South African tour goes, it's a very short tour, 3 one-day internationals and 2 Test matches. And Ambati Rayudu, who has been scoring a lots of runs, is a good fielder too. Ambati Rayudu can also play the waiting game, also get on to a bit of aggression as far as the one-day variety is concerned, as we have seen how he has demonstrated that in the Indian Premier League for Mumbai Indians. So Ambati Rayudu gets an opportunity, and this would be very, very, as I said, would be a litmus test for Ambati Rayudu on this overseas trip of South Africa. And the wicketkeeper, as far as even though India have gone with the reserve wicketkeeper, and they decided to give the Wriddhiman Saha of Bengal a chance. So Wriddhiman Saha, the wicketkeeper batsman, is the reserve wicketkeeper for India. Amit Mishra, the right arm leg spinner, doesn't find a place in the mix of things, unfortunately. And one would have been probably tempted to feel that Amit Mishra could do a good job, but because the only reason that I felt that Amit Mishra could be there is because probably there would be some bounce available on South African pitches, and his balls could do something that could worry the South African batsman. Well, that is for the selectors to decide, but there's no place for Amit Mishra. The Jaydev Unadkat, who played in the one-day international against West Indies, has not been considered, and Vinay Kumar, who so far has been kept in the Indian team, also does not find a place on this South African tour. So this was just an analysis of the Indian cricket team, which has been selected for both the Test matches and the one-day matches. Just talking about the one-day variety, Ravichandran Ashwin and Yuvraj Singh and Suresh Raina definitely, as you know, they are automatic inclusions as far as one-day cricket is concerned. The only other inclusion is that Amit Mishra, who has been left out from the test matches, definitely has a place in the one-day scheme of things, and Mohit Sharma, who currently played in the second one-day international in West Indies, where his bowling was much to be desired, still gets an opportunity in the one-day internationals. I thought that's the right way to go. So this is as far as the Indian team is concerned, which has been selected for the short tour of South Africa. Now, as far as other cricket news are concerned, just trying to see and see whether anything else, is there anything? Yes, there's one news that I would like to cover, and that is, as you know, Pakistan would be taking on Sri Lanka at the United Arab Emirates. They're going to play, I think it's going to be some one-day internationals that they're going to play. They're going to play two T20 matches, and probably they're going to play 3 one-day matches. One has to really wait and watch what's going to happen. And they're also going to play 3 test matches. So Sri Lanka have announced their squad to take on Pakistan in the United Arab Emirates. And well, the only reason there is no Mahela Jayawardene who has been selected, one would be wondering why, but I'm told that he's on to the birth of his wife is actually expecting their first child in December. So Mahela Jayawardene is not there in the one-day scheme of things. But what Sri Lanka have done, I'm just going to be very brief here. They have given a chance to opener Dimuth Karunaratne has been is there in the Sri Lankan side, but the inclusions are Kitirawan Vittanage, who is a batsman, and he has made lots of runs in the domestic tourneys in Sri Lanka, so he gets an opportunity. And leg spinner Sekungye Prasanna has been brought back into the Sri Lankan team. So that is I'm not going to go into much detail, just wanted to cover it before I end the Cricket Happening Show. Well, dear fans, friends, subscribers, on this note, the Cricket Happening Show is about to end. Thanks for your company. Thanks for your tremendous support to the Cricket Happening Show as usual. Your host Ram is ending the show for now, but promising you the Cricket Happening Show will be up tomorrow. Until then, it's goodbye from your host Ram. Thank you.